Hello. Wanted to give a tour of my garden, and I use a lot of grow pots, cloth pots. They're really lightweight, so I can move things around pretty easily. And I have some stuff planted on the ground and some elevated. 2 super cheap bookshelves I got at a garage sale, and then some old flooring wood that was on the side of our rental house. So starting from this area over here, I have some okra growing with some wildflowers, that mosquito plant with that citronella, and of course aloe. And let's see, so tomatoes are doing really well. I actually don't tend to them all that much. Did I say tomato? Yeah, they're tomatoes, not potatoes. And then I have some starflower, which is called barrage or barrage also. It is an edible little flower. It's kind of sweet, almost like cucumber, but a little sweet. I heard the leaves are edible too. And then I have some cilantro that's gone to seed, so that would be coriander soon. I didn't actually end up being able to use any of the leaves, so what I did was I replanted some more. That's a little bit down that way. But here are some sunflowers. I feel like I didn't plant these seeds quite deep enough. I get this thing when I plant sunflowers where it grows a little too long. So I try to plant them a little deeper nowadays, but in this instance I didn't. I mean, it could be something else that's doing that. I'm not really sure. But over here is dill, which is little babies. I just throw the seeds directly in. I don't use starters. Those little, plant starters where it looks like an ice cube tray, I don't use those. And here is some kind of weed. I really need to figure it out. I saw it growing in the decorative rocks out front and kind of scooped it up and stuck it in here. It's only been a few days. Same with these little guys. I'm just curious kind of what they are. I think all the flowers are gone on this one. I think that would show why I wanted to save specifically this one. I'll probably post on some plant identification site, see what I can find out about it, because I always like the little tiny flowers. I don't know if you'd be able to see, but like, oh gosh, I hope I could. Wouldn't it be nice if I could zoom in on that? But a little bud going right there. Here's some more wildflowers with, I think cosmos. I don't think that's dill. It's hard to tell. I have cosmos and dill, and they both have this like style of leaf. It's kind of veiny, thin. So those are wildflowers. I think, so honestly, a lot of these plants, I don't know what I planted because I don't, write it down anywhere. And then a lot of plants look the same when they're little babies. But a lot of these came from Wildflower Mix. I think I have a cilantro in here. Man, I really did a mixed bag with this container. But then this one, I'm pretty darn sure is lamb's ear. Hopefully I'm not hurting it by touching it like that. Some more lamb's ear. And I don't really know a lot about lambs, like literal, the animal lamb's ears, but I feel like the inside of this one sort of looks like inside of a cat's ear. Let's see here. I really do not know what these little guys are. I think I planted some poppy seeds, so maybe they're poppy seeds. But I don't know. We'll have to just have fun and see what happens there. Sunflower, as you can tell. I think this sunflower, I'm pretty sure this is sunflower. I planted this one a lot deeper. So I'm I'm kind of happy that it's not like grown out super crazy like that. I have more sunflowers down that way. And this one too has grown out a lot, but at least it's more straight and not off to the side a whole bunch. This is more of those starflower plants, the barrage, covered in little ants. The ants love these guys. I should pay more attention to whether or not my image is in focus. You know, isn't that a shame when you watch a video and it's not in focus? Try to do better. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that these are cosmos. You know, another thing I planted was silver dollar eucalyptus. And these definitely don't look like it, so maybe that's what those other little ones that I showed you before were, the ones over here. Oh, that'd be great. We have eucalyptus around here that's just out on the streets in some places, but it's kind of invasive. I want to keep it in a pot if I grow my eucalyptus. More ants on my mint and my cilantro. Is that in focus? Little anties. I don't really mind ants. Some spiders too. I let them do their thing as well, for the most part. One of the reasons I have this garden kind of like across the fence this way is because this is basically, you know, my bedroom entrance. So I leave every morning and get to see all of this. I don't know why I leave off that way. I just do. And we have more okra down here. I have my garden stool and a pot ready for whatever I want to plant in it. We have some strawberries. I just recently got these from, I think I just happened to be at Whole Foods for something. And they had a few strawberry varieties. None of these ones are turning red yet, and they look like they're little guys. I wonder if they're going to get bigger as they mature. But these ones are turning red, the ones that are still in the little cheapy pot that they came in. So I don't know, maybe they don't like the grow bags as much. They're all in the same ballpark, maturity. Mint is always doing good. Yeah. Rosemary. Here I mostly have cilantro with a little bit of, I guess a couple wildflowers made their way in. Oh, it smells so good. Rosemary. Down here I have some morning glories and a grapevine. Let's get a bigger picture. It's just going crazy. Crazy. Those are Thompson seedless. Nothing too fancy. I love a fancy variety, but this little jar, I don't know. I'm not going to zoom in because maybe it'll be weird, but I was keeping caterpillars in there, and then they turned into cocoons, so, you know, they're going to be butterflies or moths or some kind of... I really put them in there because they're pests, but I also don't want to kill them, so I kind of selectively fed them leaves that were out of the way. I forget the name of this type of flower. It was in the flower mix that I bought, and it grew up, and I forget the name of it, but I know they're edible. Actually, that's the thing with the flower mix I bought. It's all edible flowers. So I'm a fan of that. I love flowers, and actually I like growing flowers more than I like growing vegetables, but, you know, best of both worlds, I guess. More tomatoes. I haven't really done anything special with the tomatoes, and they're thriving. Just like everything else, I toss some seeds in a pot, and stuff happens, you know? Stuff happens. Look at that guy. I hope they're tasty. Yeah. Cute. So cute. It almost looks like it's wearing a hat. Okay, more sunflowers. There's two varieties. One of them is way too big. I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm going to have to think of something, because that is way too many sunflowers once they get big in one pot. Right here I have some snow peas. I already had one little harvest of the peas, and then by little I mean like six pea pods, that's it. And then they started to get a little bit of mold on them, honestly. That's one thing that's happened so far this summer. So I'll keep an eye out for that. I think because they were laying on the ground, I didn't have them supported enough. There is some, I hope that's green onion. I hope it's not just a weed. Okay, this one's definitely a green onion. You can still see the little seed there. I'm not even centered. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. This is like my first video. Another snow pea. This is gonna be so horrible. I don't know who's gonna watch this shit. Okay. And then I do have just a little bit more out here. Sneak preview. Okay. Okay, this is lavender with no flowers on it. Oh, the lighting here, man. Try to turn it around. So lavender in the back over there. Then I have honeysuckle, no flowers on that guy right now. And then some very pretty sunflowers growing up. And then there's littler ones too. So those ones are going to be super big. I think the package said mammoth or, oh, I don't know, giant or something. But the other ones are more moderate. They seem more stable too. Speaking of crazy growing sunflowers, I had to pull these ones out because they were just droopy all over the place. I don't know, they were like this. I don't understand that. And then this one, same thing kind of. And the base of it was starting, I mean, it's all dried up now, of course, because I pulled it a couple days ago. But sometimes my plants, they get kind of pinched on the bottom. And I know it's sort of like a disease. That sounds like a strong word, but a condition maybe, where, I don't know if it's a fungus maybe. I should know about those things, but yeah, it'll kind of pinch the ends and just stop growth completely. Sometimes it won't kill it completely, but it will stop any growth. Look, a little seedling in the place where I pulled the last one. Yeah. Ooh. Flip-flop. Okay. So, yeah. It's my garden. I think I plan to post this video. If we really wanted to get in depth, I could talk a little longer, but I'll save that. Got my roommate's plants over here. She tried. She replanted a few of them. They're doing better on the other side of the house. Well, okay, that's all I got for now. Maybe I'll do an update video one of these days. Okay, well, ta-ta. Goodbye.